Hey everyone, my name is Claire and this is Ranger. I am the owner and creator behind CL Vintage Finds, and this is Thrifted Tuesday. And Ranger's very vocal today. He's generally never like this. I don't know if I've ever seen it. You could tell he wants to play. He's sick of winter. Well, we have a storm rolling in today, and I've been out thrifting all day, but I have a really awesome thrift haul for you from the past week. I was at an auction and thrift stores and maybe an estate sale. I don't remember. It seems like it's been forever. And with that being said, a couple of housekeeping items. I am doing a giveaway this month for a tiered tray. I'll pop it right here up in the images. And all you have to do to get entered into the giveaway is to subscribe to my channel and comment. You can even go backtrack and put comments on older videos, and any comments for the month of January will get you one entry. Well, we'll get you an entry per video into the contest. So I'll be doing the drawing in early February. I'll do it live, or maybe not live, but I'll do a video. And good luck, everybody. I hope you win. And all the rules will be in the description box below. I'm really trying to get to this, trying to think if there's any other housekeeping items that I need to get to. As many of you know, I have a booth in Broad Albin, New York. I'm based out of Schenectady, New York. And I think that's everything. So with that being said, let's get to it. Okay, so many good things. I don't know where to start. I'm going to start with these. I think these are so pretty. I've got two different bowls. I would say this would be a good like salad bowl. I think this is described as a salad bowl. This would be a good mixing bowl. They are by Philippe. Gonna need my glasses. Sorry guys, I won't look up. So Philip Richard Rondo. They're really pretty. I don't see any chips or anything. I don't think that these are super old. I think maybe about 10 years old, but they're really pretty and they're collectible pieces. And I like bright colors like this in my kitchen. I collect Le Creuset, and I don't have a single pattern that I go with. I have like every pan is a different color. So, I mean, I like a lot of color in the kitchen. So I think they're super pretty, and they'd be an excellent, they're heavy, excellent addition to anyone's kitchen, and a killer gift too, one or both. I'm going to be selling those individually. Maybe I'll bring those up this week. I'm going to have to see if I can find a spot for them. I'm not going to be bringing up a lot this week up to my booth, just a few things, because I loaded the booth up last week. So, and intentionally to get to some custom furniture projects that I have going on. So I'm going to save those for a little bit. I'm going to build up to some of the best products. Okay, as I've been telling you, I've been trying to collect just some small things for Valentine's Day. One of them had a sticker on it like made in Taiwan, I think, but they're just glass. I believe it's red glass, not flash painted, but if it is flash painted, like there's none missing or scratched off, but I have a feeling that it's not. I have a feeling it's red glass. So I just wanted to put a couple little dishes up there in my booth. Those will be going up to the booth this week. So if it's something you think you're interested in, check my Facebook page tomorrow for Wednesday's Wonders. And that's when I go live on Facebook and I give you all the pricing of the items that I'll be bringing up. So tomorrow's should be kind of slow because I don't think there's all that much stuff to be going up. All right. Next up, I got 5 of these, and they're collectibles. These are probably, border on vintage if they're not vintage. These are Boyd's Bears, and I only got 5, and I got ones that, just themes that I like that kind of go with my booth. This is like called In the Garden or something. It's a little gardening bear, and she has a little, I don't know, like bear cat or something. You know, it's like part bear, part cat, like gardening with her, which, you know, as many of you that follow me may remember, that's how I acquired Prince. He started showing up when I was out working in my garden. So next up, I thought this one was so cute. Look at that little stove. So cute. And so this one's cooking, and I just thought it was too cute to not pick up. Then this one, you know I love bees. Again, if you followed me for any length of time, this one's a little bee. It has, I think, some, I don't know, and a little honey cup. It's super cute. Last but certainly not least, a fireman rescuing a little baby bear, and a police officer that says protect and to serve. So cute. As many of you who've known me, you know, I've got a lot of friends that check in. You know, my family were full of firefighters and police officers, and I was a volunteer firefighter right in Niskayuna. So, you know, I like those, so I grabbed them. Another heart. Again, this will probably go up to my booth. I don't know, like I want to fill it with something, but I just haven't been able to come up with something awesome to think of. Maybe I'll throw some candy in there or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. I got a lot going on, so I don't know if I'll have time between now and Thursday. And we have a storm rolling in that's supposed to start today as snow and then kind of change over to sleet and go on for like, I don't know, the rest of the week, I think. Okay, this is another Namby piece. It's actually a utensil holder. It spins. I'm gonna have to play around with it. It has some pitting in the metal, but I have some metal polishes. This is a metal alloy of theirs, and I mean, you could use it as a vase. You could use it however you wanted. Its originally intended purpose was as a utensil holder, and I told you, just that little heart from that brand. You know, sells for various places still and for a lot of money. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to clean this up or not and get it perfect. So, and I'll show you. Like, it just has some pitting around the base here. And if it truly is a metal alloy, that probably will come off. So I'm going to have to play around with it and see if I can get it just cleaned up a little bit. So that probably, I wanted a utensil holder in my booth, and since that one's not going up, I think this one will. I think this one's really cool. It's Rae Dunn. It is a utensil holder. It's a large utensil holder. It's larger than this one, as you can see. It says Stir Crazy, which I think is fun, and I like it. Hopefully you guys can see that it says Stir Crazy. I've got a few of these that I want to add into my booth. This one doesn't look like it's ever been used, but I haven't really fully inspected it. It is Old Thompson's is the brand, and it sounds like it's an excellent working order. So, you know, you can just feel it. I like pepper grinders, so I am familiar with them, and I got the one that I got from my cousins. And at one point in time, I had to take it all apart and put it all, it kind of just got caked and stuff. And so I took it all apart and put it all back together. So I'm kind of familiar with how they work. Okay, so where are we going to next? Okay, like I said, I like to save the best for last. Oh, I didn't say this. I like to usually say it a couple of times throughout the video. So I'll point up here, but who knows, maybe it'll be over there. We'll have to see. Subscribe and ring that bell. That way you get notified every time I drop a new video. And I hope you really will subscribe, comment, get entered into the drawings, all the good things. I think this piece is so pretty. It is, okay. Block, and it's called Loves Me, and it's by Deb Moores. But it's, I just don't want to drop anything. It's all a daisy top. You know, I love teapots. I've put a lot of teapots in my booth, but this one's just so sweet and special. It's just a faint pattern all the way around of the daisies, and I love it. I think it's so pretty. So I grabbed it. All right, next up, I'm gonna show you a couple of art pieces, hopefully without flashing you. This one I just thought was super cool. I can't find anything on it. I love trains. My grandfather built and designed railroads for Alco right here in Schenectady, where the Rivers Casino is now. And I just think trains are so cool. I think this is so cool. It is signed. It either says 74 or 94. I'm not sure. And so, because it's hard for me to read the artist's name. So I think it's cool. Sorry to see the ring light in there, but such a cool piece. It's very dirty. That came from the auction. I doubt that'll go up to my booth this week, but if anybody's, that's the other thing, if anybody's interested in any of these pieces, I ship certain things. Some of these are very heavy pieces, and as you know, weight has a lot to do with it, so it may not be worth it to ship certain things. This is not a super old piece, but I thought it was really a pretty piece. I love butterflies. I love garden things. I believe you can still buy this online, but for a lot of money. And so I just thought it might be pretty in my booth this summer. You know, when it's more gardeny, when my florals come in. Ah, man, you guys. I placed an order for some florals, some test florals, so to speak, and on January 5th. And they said that they ship within 14 days. That would have been, I don't know, this past weekend. And they marked it as being shipped, but if you check the tracking, just the shipping label was created. So it still hasn't been shipped. So I was really hoping to get some florals in my booth this week, but that's not going to happen. I placed an order for some tulips, you know, the Real Touch tulips. I placed an order for that. It was shipped, and now its shipping is delayed. So it got delayed after being shipped. So hopefully they'll get here, you know, by Thursday, when I probably will head up to my booth. Okay, what are we doing? Where are we going next? Well, I really like this, so we'll do this. I know I say this all the time, but I love Lenox. This is made in the USA. It is a Lenox piece. This pattern is called Eris. It's absolutely beautiful. This is a 16-inch serving platter. I think I've been telling you guys I've been looking for platters. I just like to have platters on the back of my shelves. It just makes the shelves look nicer. So this will definitely be going up to my booth this week. I think it's beautiful. I love it. And it does have gold trim, which means it can't go in a microwave. It can't go in a dishwasher. I don't think it says any of those things, but I'm telling you those things because I know it to be true. So hand wash on this, but it's beautiful, and hopefully someone will love it as much as I do. All right. These were from the auction. I did clean this one. I did post a picture of it. This is a very old pattern, but then it was redone again in the 60s by Ellie Smith. And so, but this, I believe this, from what I was told from the auctioneer, this guy was a collector of old oil lamps. So most of his pieces are really old ones. So I don't believe that this is Ellie Smith. I'm not gonna, I won't explain like all the details of how the auction went down, but there were parts there, but they never ended up getting auctioned. They tried to do a lot of like what was left. They first did a few, you know, rounds of people bidding on individual pieces, and then they were going to do whatever was left after that. Somebody could get like 40 or 50 oil lamps and then a bunch of bins of parts. I gotta tell you, I didn't want that. So I think these would be pretty as vases, or I'll try to come up with some other ideas, but that's my first idea. I'm gonna try to put an arrangement in here. And this is called the Moon and Stars pattern. It's very pretty. Other things were done with the other pieces of glass were done in the Moon and Stars pattern, but I believe this is a Victorian piece, Victorian aged piece. This one is still dirty. I didn't clean it yet, but I liked, you know, it was melt glass with the, you know, glass topper. And same thing, I'm gonna try to put some florals in it that I think will work, and just really pretty. And again, I believe these to be older than mid-century, let's put it that way. I mean, who was still using oil lamps mid-century? Okay, last two pieces, I got those. All right, this is Limoges. It is a Limoges porcelain piece, but it's hand painted. And from what I've gathered, I've seen others, but I've never seen two that were the same. I'm not saying for sure that there aren't two that are the same, but I did a lot of research on this piece. And I found some others online that had been framed this same way, but all the ladies were different. And so I believe these to be individual. Did I say Cobichon? I meant, why can't I think of it? I'm just blanking. But it is not a Cobichon. It is a porcelain piece cut, like it could have been a pendant or a pin, that type of thing, but this one happened to be framed. There's a little bit of damage on the back, and this was done by a company. It says Limoges Porcelain, but it doesn't have the S on the end, but it's the same because I found similar pieces online. Some framed like this, most not framed, most turned into jewelry pieces. And this was done by an art studio in New York that framed it. So maybe they didn't add the S on, I don't know. And from what I've found, these pieces are old. You know, it may have been framed, etc. way later, but the pieces themselves are old, but I couldn't get an exact date. So I love Limoges. It's very beautiful porcelain. I have one piece in my booth, or at least I think I did. I did when I was up there last Thursday. It was still up there. So really cool little piece. Could be turned into jewelry or left hanging framed like this. Okay, last up. It's really heavy, so I don't want to knock anything else over. Okay, so here's the deal with this. This is a Howard Miller clock. Based on my research, you can still buy Howard Miller clocks. They're expensive. They're considered very well made timepieces. This one has a Westminster chime. The chimes can be turned off so it can be silent. It will ring on, you know, every 15 minutes, and then it'll have the Westminster chimes on the hour. The back is missing, so I'm gonna work on that. And I ordered a key for it because it doesn't have a key. You know, at the auction, sometimes you get all the parts and sometimes you don't. So I'm gonna try to come up with a solution for the back. And the key I ordered, the key was almost as much as what I paid for the clock at auction. So I'm in the process of getting it together, and I'll get it in my booth. I don't plan on refinishing this, although if it doesn't sell, maybe I will. It's beautifully ornate. I could tell you, you know, I posted the post with it on Instagram, and on Instagram with a couple other items that I got at the auction, and the clock seemed to be the real talking point, at least on Instagram. It's weird, you know, what people love on Instagram and what people love on other platforms are all a little bit different. So if you're still watching and you're a regular, you know that on Tuesdays I give you a extra entry into the giveaway if you stick around till the end of the video. So don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. And if you are still watching and you want an extra entry into the giveaway, drop me a heart emoji, any heart emoji, and you'll get, you'd only have to comment once, but I'll give you 2 entries. And what else? I think that's it. I think that's everything. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being so awesome, everybody. Your comments and all the things mean so much to me, and my channel is growing. It's slower than I would have liked, but it is growing, and I'm getting lots of watch hours, which helps, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and it means the world to me. So until next time, you have a good one.